Torment. You instantly look more intelligent. Instantly. This guy has taste. He's playing Planescape Torment. Yeah. So I changed a couple of things in the options. I won't necessarily go through it, but I put the HP, well, Elon Rest. Is it activated? Yeah. Max HP on level up, always run, that sort of thing. And the frame rate, I don't know, if I feel that I need to go faster in the game just to walk faster, you can just put this at maximum. And everything will run a little faster. Oh, it's this, or this. Oh, okay. What about the auto pose? I didn't check this. Center and party member. Why? Character injured. Character dead. Enemy sighted. Trap found. Weapon unusable. Feedback. So yeah, we're playing the enhanced version. I never played the enhanced version. I have the game right there. I bought it when it came out. It cost me $0. I'm not joking. It was $19.99 and there was a $20 rebate. I actually asked the store guy that was running around. It was in a Best Buy or something. It was a future shop. And I asked him, what does that mean? And he's like, that means the game's probably, it's pretty free. I think I paid the tax on it or something like that. Let's go. New life. Okay, so this game is not a game about combat, and I actually looked up what these do beforehand just to be sure. Yeah, oh yeah, this is it. Well, I'm a big fan of Baldur's Gate, but this is very good. This is very good. This is the best Planescape game. But actually, as a D&D game, I would rate Baldur's Gate above it because it's classic D&D. There's combat, there's everything in it. This, it's more like it's an art form. It's like it's something else. It's D&D expanded, you know. It's D&D plus. I wouldn't start somebody on Dungeons and Dragons with this. Wisdom is important. So, okay, I'm going to explain the stats if you don't know. It does say it. A high strength allows you to carry...
Logical.
Yeah. And good evening, Kyokuzagani. And hello, Sujak, truly notorious. A high strength carries more, and you do more damage with melee, and you're more accurate. But you need to put at least 16 or something like that. I have the correct stats here even. I looked up the manual this afternoon. I probably still have it opened. Yeah. Okay, so strength. We're not gonna spend half an hour on the character screen. This is very simple. No, it's not my first time. It's the third time I play this game. Like I said, I bought it when it came out, so of course I played it. Even though I did buy Baldur's Gate 2 when it came out, and then a couple of months later I bought the expansion pack, and I played that game way later after I bought it. And even then, I abandoned it and never finished it, and finished it on stream. Well, not finished my old game, I just restarted a new game. I'm not a big fan of Baldur's Gate 2. I'm a big fan of the first one. I didn't like Baldur's Gate 2, to be honest. And I won't go into it, it's very complicated. I'm a complicated guy. I like good writing. As you saw if you were watching me play Fallout 2. I never realized how badly written Fallout 2 is. It is abysmal. It's childlike writing. Anyway. Okay, so strength. what it does, like at level 9, I have 0 everywhere. I can only have 50 weight on me, which is not a lot, but you know, we'll make it work. Bashing, I won't bash anything probably. So until you actually get some bonuses, you need 16. So I would need to put all these points in there. I have 21 points here. 21 points. All the way to 16 to get a +1 to damage, which is like, who cares really? Who cares? You don't care. And if I go 17, I get a +1 to hit and still +1 to damage, which is also pretty bad. Then you have 18, and then you have these things here. It's just a waste of points, in my opinion. It's not only my opinion. The internet is also agreed with me. And my second playthrough, I played as a fighter. My first playthrough, I don't remember, but I was probably like a fighter mage. Probably a mage. But I don't think I went as crazy min-maxing as I will mix-maxing as I will do right now. So you need 18 strength if you actually want to do something. And even then it's just a +2 to damage and a +1 to hit adjustment. Wait till we get to wisdom. You will be flabbergasted. Dexterity. No bonuses. Why do they care? They still put points for 3. You start at 9 and you cannot put it down 9. But on the table that they give on the website, well, not the manual, which I probably have the physical manual somewhere, they give you the stats from 3 to 8, which you don't need and you don't care and you'll never need ever in this game. Unless one of the characters that you get has that. But then you're not really touching his stats anyway, so what? Anyway, dexterity, only at 15 do you get a -1 to AC. Then at 16 you get a -2 to AC and a +1 to hit. With missiles only. So dexterity, not very good. Constitution, that's your hit points. You only get bonuses at 15. What, 15 you get a +1 to HP per level. And then +2 at level 17. And then +3, +4, I think. They're in parentheses, which I don't know what that means. Reflect the base ability of a first level thief. Okay, so only the thief gets +3, +4, +5, +5. If you're anything else but a thief, you will never have more than +2. That makes no fucking sense. A thief constitution? No, that's probably not it. But that's what it says. The numbers in parentheses, it must be for this. That's probably for the fighter. So only if you're a fighter will you get the +3, +4, plus whatever. Then you have resurrection survival. Oh, and there's a stat missing here. There's a regeneration rate in the game. You always regenerate. Whatever your constitution is, but the more constitution you have, the more you regenerate. But you just sleep. It's fine. Yeah. Everything's there. They say 18, 0, 1, 15, +1, +3, +2, +3. So this is +1, +3. This is +2, +3. This is, oh, we skipped one. Now it's +2, +5. There is no in between. Oh, I guess this is in between 76 and 90. So this is +2, +4. Then this is +2, +5, and then +3, +6, and then 19. You can't get it here, but you can get it in the game. Each time you level up, you get 1 point to put in there. So at the end, these stats will be very high. On top of getting memories, triggering memories by talking to people, having high wisdom is important, having dreams about your previous life, you'll understand. It's not really a spoiler. I won't spoil this game because it's actually very amazing and the story is great. I will definitely not spoil. I know pretty much exactly what's going on, or kind of. I haven't played this in like 20 years, so I don't remember that much, but I played it twice. I kind of remember. So yeah, strength, dexterity, constitution, I don't think they're good, and I looked it up and I'm not the only one who thinks they're not good. they're actually not good for this game. This game is not based on combat. You will have plenty of other characters with you. And trust me, even just with intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, you'll be extremely powerful by the end of the game. Listen to what I have to say here, though. It's just minus on your AC, that's it. You know that dying in this game is not a big deal if you played it. Intelligence. Intelligence is extremely important because intelligence will actually unlock a lot of dialogue with characters. Dialogue with characters means more quests, thus more XP. It also means unlock memories or stuff that are similar to that. You will understand more. And I'll be playing as a mage, by the way, so intelligence for me is very important. Wisdom. You might think that wisdom is the most useless stat in this game because you cannot you cannot play as a priest in this game, but wisdom is actually the best stat in this game for two reasons. High wisdom is what unlocks memories. Like I said, unlocking memories gives you XP and bonuses on these stats. So 1 point in wisdom might actually give you 3 points in strength later in the game. Also, starting at wisdom, it doesn't say it here, but starting at wisdom 12 or something like that, you get bonuses on XP, which is huge. Again, because you're going to get those bonuses and you're going to get bonus XP because you're going to unlock these memories. Wisdom is also a stat that will unlock character choices in the game. There is one character in the game that I can't talk about it right now because it would be spoilers. That character as an item. To unlock things on this item, you need eye intelligence and eye wisdom. Unlocking those things on this item is huge. It's huge. You will boost yourself and you will boost that NPC that in my opinion is the best NPC in the game. Not only because he's fucking amazing, like the character is well written, but he's also the best character in terms of stats, in terms of his abilities. Then we go to charisma. Charisma is not as good as intelligence and wisdom, but it's also very important to talk to people. And you know that I like to talk to people, like I did in Fallout 2, and it didn't work that well. Fallout 2 is way too much focused on combat. Everything is focused on combat. This game is not focused on combat. Fallout 1 was way more balanced in that sense. You could do stealth. You could avoid almost all the combat in the game. You could talk your way through almost all the combat in the game, or you can just combat in the game, but you have multiple possibilities. So Constitution, Dexterity, and Strength, even though I will probably put some points in there, because more than 18 Intelligence, there's no reason. But there's a big reason to start at a high Wisdom, to get those bonus XP on those first XP you're gonna get. Yes, Dexterity is the most important stat in every Dungeons and Dragons game, but not this one. That's why I'm saying this might not be the best 2D D&D game, because it's very different than most D&D game. This is very much a role-playing game, but it is a role-playing game based on your actions, your faction, what you say to people, and your alignment. And combat is just a thing that's in the game. This plays almost like a point-and-click adventure game sometimes. People will ask you to get an item, or you'll have to combine these items together, or you'll have to talk to this guy, bring this NPC to this place. It's all about interacting with the world, not with your sword or your fist. And that's why this game is amazing. And that's about it. That's all I have to say. All the characters that you will encounter are very competent in combat. Even you, I'm gonna go with something like this. And even with this, I will be very competent in combat anyway. But maybe not that much because, well, you start with a level 3 fighter, so my hit points are not that bad. The big thing that will hinder me is my HP, which will be low because I'll be playing a mage. But about that, yes, Sarevok, we're talking about Baldur's Gate. We're not talking about Torment. Two completely different game. These would be the worst stats in Baldur's Gate. In Baldur's Gate, you want these, and maybe Constitution if you like it. A lot of people like to dump to use a lot of Constitution. In almost every RPG that I play, this is always my dumb stat. I dump Constitution to almost the minimum that I can. If I could throw it lower, I would. But I'm actually gonna look up the real stats. The real stats. Because the stats in the manual are not complete. Do they say something about the XP? Oh, another thing about wisdom. Wisdom will also give you luck. Another stat that is not explained here, I think. Well, a high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you bonus experience point, which is not there. But it also, one of the best character creations is literally like the Guide and Walkthrough by Chris Williams. No, not that one. Character creation. Yeah. Character creation, Planescape. What the fuck? Or maybe it is this one. Yeah, it's this one. By Chris Williams. I'm going to credit the guy because he did a great job. So after reading the manual and being like, yeah, really? Because even reading the manual, I'm going to go Intelligent, Wisdom, Charisma. Just because I know that Charisma is good in this game. And I want to play a mage, so Intelligence. And Wisdom is bonus XP, so yeah, of course I'm going to go with Wisdom. So here he says that that Intelligence is good, but it's not the best. Strength, I mean, Intelligence is really good. So, to it, carry, bash, damage, that's all in the manual. But for Intelligence, you have spell level. So past level 18, it's 9. So that's okay. Then past max spell, also past level 19, there's no real reason to have more than 19 Intelligence. And apart from lore bonuses. So once I hit 19 Intelligence, I'll start putting points elsewhere. Maybe Dexterity, maybe Strength. We'll see. We'll see where I feel that I need it. So Wisdom. He says, Wisdom is of little direct use to Nameless One, since you're unable to play as a priest character. Although high score grants a lore bonus, similar to Intelligence. However, and it's a big however, a high Wisdom score also provides an experience boost and adds to a hidden luck statistic. Because at level 18, you get a +2 luck. +2 luck in Dungeons and Dragons mean +2 on everything. +2 to hit, +2 to saving throws, +2 to damage, +2 to everything. I think you also get a +2 to, like, it's a -2 to getting hit. It's a 2 bonus on every single roll. I'm sure you don't believe me. But that's what I read, because after doing this, I went and I read a couple of other things, forums, people talking about the game. +2 on all dice rolls. The luck bonus means that 18 Wisdom provides a bigger combat boost than 18 Strength. Wisdom is as important for unlocking dialogue option as Intelligence. Again, you don't need immense, because once you pass 19, you're good. So you get 19 or 18. You get 18. And unless you want more XP boost, you're good. But I start the game with a 10% XP boost. It's like 2 at... So even at 13, you start getting bonuses. And most of the stat, you need 15 to actually have any bonuses. The manual says that you should go with a balanced character, which is probably what I did the first time I played this game because I had no idea. So I probably did this. And we'll see what happens. You know what will happen? I will have no boost whatsoever. I have no boost for my strength. I have a plus 2% XP for my wisdom.
That would seem
I get
logical.
nothing from constitution, nothing valuable. Because constitution only gets good at level 14? Well, no, I guess level 10 you get a plus 2. So yeah, good. Yeah, starting good if you want HP, this is nice. But dying in this game is just a minor inconvenience.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yo, Rez! How's it going, man? Charisma is... So Charisma is the least important of the stats that I'm gonna boost. But yeah, you don't get bonuses for Dexterity here, you don't get bonuses for nothing. So doing an all-around character is very bad. I'm gonna read what it says, what the manual says, and it's... Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They defy all the logic of everything I've ever learned playing hundreds of RPGs in my life. Hundreds! Hundreds! It's fucking crazy, man. They don't know what they're talking about. Alignment and faction. I think it's at the beginning. Even though they put all the stats at the bottom. It's not a good manual. Wisdom. No, the luck thing is not there. Maybe they added it later. They realized that wisdom was useless and they were like, we need to do something. Even though the bonus on XP is really nice. Okay, you'll probably figure out most of the following interface stuff. No, okay, no. Okay. It's not easy figuring out which stats are more important. Most of that depends on your style of play. If you like to go into a room with your sword swing, then strength or even dexterity might be your best bet. If, however, you like to talk your way through some situation and bamboozle your foes with some quick thinking and a sly tongue, then try intelligence or charisma. Regardless of your preference, it's better to increase 1 or 2 stats above average, okay, while keeping the rest of your stats at 10 or better, than it is to increase 1 stat to superhuman levels by robbing your character of the ability to do anything but that 1 stat. A well-balanced character will generally be more successful. Well, I don't know if well-balanced is this, but it's gonna probably be something like this, you know. Very low constitution, high charisma, high intelligence. I'm gonna do some quick mental calculation here. Let's look at the no, not this. This one is really bad. Okay, fuck dexterity, fuck constitution. So charisma, I might not start at 16. I'm just gonna go higher as we go along. Maybe 14 as a starting stat is nice. We'll get a +2 to reaction adjustment with people. No discount in stores. It's not a big deal. I'm not a guy that goes into stores a lot. Maybe in the dialogue I'm gonna be a little restricted. I don't know. 14 is still pretty nice. And when we get at each level, I'll be able to put a point there. What's the other one? Well, wisdom. Maybe I'm gonna go 18 wisdom immediately. So we get 15% XP bonus and a +2 luck. Yeah, that's gonna help us at the beginning. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. And 16 intelligence seems fine for now. Oh, the guy also says that in the game you can increase some of these. At mage level 12, we get a bonus to wisdom. Okay. Yeah, then... Man, talking to a guy gives you a plus... Talking to another gives us +1, +2 if we... Yeah, but that's later in the game. But that's very early in the game. So I think I'm gonna go with 16. I will lose a little bit of XP on that. 5%, that's not a big deal. Intelligence, there's less places to get intelligence bonuses. Mage level 7, we get +1. Mage level 12, we get +2. So it feels like 16 is fine. I only need 19 to get pretty much everything I want. Yeah, let's go 16 all the way everywhere. What about charisma? Do we get bonuses? Only 3 places. But at the beginning of the game, +2 charisma talking to a character here. And there's more stuff. So, yeah, let's go with this. 16 for these. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. 999. Let's go. Oh, we're not gonna waste an hour playing. Just half an hour. I think under what comes later, without spoiler, you'd be decent with a character like this. Oh, yeah. Baldur's Gate 3, Charisma Intelligence. I don't know if in Baldur's Gate 3 it actually unlocks character choices. That's the thing of the 90s, but the recent RPG don't really seem to do that much. Oh, I'm gonna play a mage, so this is gonna be great. Anyway, the stats are not that important. It's all about interacting with people.
Hey, Chief, you okay?
But if you want to interact with people, the most,
I thought you were a debtor for sure.
the 3 stats that I chose are the best for that. Who are you? Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I don't know, I can't remember. I ask you first, Skull. I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Mort. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet. Here's the chant. I've tried all the doors and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in? Where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The mortuary? What? Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty though. Looks like some burg painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Say, it looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back? What do they say? Hey, looks like you come with directions. Mort clears his throat. Let's see, it starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of sticks wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possession is a journal. Updated my journal. That'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant, if he's not in the dead book already. Farod. Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Mort pause. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal, or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farod. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me when I was lying here? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farah? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Bergs got to know where to find Farah. Oh, once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're armless and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for the key. So I should attack one of those corpses? I don't want to attack them. What? You think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. If you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright. I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, go to inventory screen and arm yourself. I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but get punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. To run, either turn round on the... Oh, yeah. I'm always run. Alright, thanks for the advice. And there we go. New save. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Okay, so now right click doesn't do what it used to do. In the olden days, the bottom of the screen was just... It was this. This was not there. Then these two guys, then this are your other party member slots. It all says it. It all says it. It's the enhanced version. Then this was there, but to access this thing, you had to right click. And it was like a round thing that you would have access to. So you have the inventory, but the inventory is also there. Oh, no, that is quick items. I guess this is quick spells, quick weapons, quick special abilities, dialogue. There should be a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Okay. Open dialogue window. Oh. Log view on character? Okay. I kind of like that. Maybe not always. Toggle AI. Let's look at our stats. Well, we know our stats. Everything is super high res, but this character screen is still low resolution. Kind of sucks. And it always bugged me that this picture here and this one doesn't really look... It looks fatter on this one. Like, how could they fuck this up? It's like not even the same character, it feels like. Anyway, information. Okay. Reform party. Biography. I feel like I've woken up inside someone's dream. I don't know who I am. I don't know how I got here. And I don't know how to get out. First thing I remember is crawling off a metal slab in some vaulted monstrosity called the mortuary. Some floating skull asking me a bunch of damn questions. I've lost my memory. I've lost my possessions. And the only thing I really seem to know is that I can get stabbed, beaten, burned, and I get better. This regeneration of mine hasn't done much for my looks, but no one else seems to notice. I need to figure out who I am and how I got this way. I feel like something's missing, something inside, but I don't know what. Of course you got questions about me. You probably have questions about all sorts of things. Let me boil it down for you. When you've been as dead as long as I have, without arms, legs, or anything else, you spend a lot of time thinking, you know. I figure it's been a few hundred years since I got penned in the dead book, but time doesn't really tally up the way it used to. Without that mortality thing pressing down on you, all the days and nights kind of blend together. So you think about this and you think about that, and the most important piece of wisdom I've learned over the past 100 or so years is this. There's a lot more obscene gestures you can make with your eyes and your jaw than most people think, without even resorting to insults or taunting. You can really light a bonfire under someone just with the right combination of eye movements and jaw clicking. Drives them barmy. If you ever get beheaded and your skin flayed from your skull, I'll show you how it's done. I got some real gems, Chief. They drive a deva to murder. They would. I know what you're thinking. I'm dead. I've lost so much. It should have sobered me up to all that joy I missed. All those loves I've lost. Some people get all depressed about death. They haven't tried it, of course, but one thing they never seem to realize is how it changes your perspective on things. It really makes you take a second look at life, broaden your horizons. For me, it's pretty much made me realize how many dead shits are in this burg and how few sharp-tongued men like myself there are to go around. You spin the wheel right and your years of spending nights alone are over. Dude, you're a floating skull. How the fuck do you even fuck? Shallow. I'm not shallow. I just don't get caught up in all that philosophy and faith and belief wash that every burg from Arborea to the Grey Waste rattle their jaws about. Who cares? The planes are what they are. You're what you are. And if it changes, fine. But things aren't bad the way they are, and I should know. Go on, ask me some questions about the planes, or the chant, or the people, or the cultures. When you end up like me without eyelids, that is, you end up seeing a lot of things, and I can tell you almost everything you need to know. It's like this. We're in this together, Chief. Until this is over, I stick like your leg. Okay. We also have this great journal thing here. So we have these quests, of course. I'm not sure this was the same. I don't think quest existed in the original game. We probably just had the journal, which we don't have. There, man, you can search stuff. That's amazing. But this is great, beast. All the creatures in the game have this amazing art here and a cool description of them. Chef kiss. Is it Morte or Mort? Mort is a talking skull. His sole weapon seems to be his mouth, whether by taunting or biting. He seems to be along for the ride, whether you want him around or not. You are somewhat curious as to how he is able to float around. Oh, NPCs. The Nameless One. You are nameless. You awoke on a slab in the mortuary in Sigil, covered in scars and tattoos. Your memory gone. Who has done this to you and why, you don't know yet, but you're going to find out. Zombies. Zombies are mindless corpses animated by necromancy. Unlike skeletons, zombies still have a great deal of flesh attached to their frame, and this is both an advantage and a disadvantage. It makes them tougher and stronger than skeletons. But at the same time, rigor mortis hinders their movement, making them much slower than a normal human being. Though zombies move and attack very slowly, their great strength becomes apparent when they catch a target. Their blows are capable of killing a normal human being with a single punch. Cool. Good stuff. Where's the quick save button? Miscellaneous. Quick save. Q. No. F5. F5. No. Okay, it's gonna be Q then. Q.
Done.
Let's talk to these people. This corpse's head lolls back and forth on its shoulder. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of his head. I'm looking for a key. Do you happen to have one? Chief, they can't hear you all right. They're dead. But you're dead, and you're talking to me. Yeah, but I'm special. Yeah, I know you're special. That couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here... Mort rolls his eyes. They probably didn't have much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmies, alright? Examine the corpse. This corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice his hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Guess you don't have the key. You don't happen to know which of your other corpse friend has the key out of this place. It was great talking to you. Farewell. Chief, okay. I feel that there will be one that will talk to me. This corpse stops and stares blankly at you as you approach. The number 782 is carved into his forehead, and his lips have been stitched together. A stitch closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. This corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand. Its thumb and forefinger locked around in a death grip. Looks like you'll need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Okay, let's get some stuff from there. The shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. This corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use one if it did. Its fingers are broken, as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be useful if the corpse was disposed of. Oh, there was a show more. Okay. Oh, I clicked done thinking there was a take all option. Oh. Alright, you found a scalpel. Now go get those corpses and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant help in attacking the corpse. Me? I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me, or you'll be the next thing that I plunge a scalpel. Alright. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death then. Although you can attack by selecting a weapon from the menu, you can press A. Okay. I don't know if I can press... Oh yeah, the tab key. Bloody cloth covers the remains of this corpse. The stench rising from the body is almost unbearable. This corpse looks like someone turned it inside out. A machine at the end of the table has peeled the skin of the forehead to give direct access to the skull. If I go into gameplay and graphics, font size, let's put it at the maximum. Is this bigger? Maybe a little bit. I know that this is bigger, even though it's not a big difference. I already put it at pretty high. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, because I feel we're a little bit zoomed out here. This looks fine, right? Maybe a little bit more. The door is locked. You'll need a key. Maybe we need to kill one of these. I'm not sure. A system of rails is running through the whole room. It looks like the slabs in the room can be moved around on these rails. Okay, they really want to attack these guys. Yeah, it's okay. Mort attack. He can use special ability Litany of Curse. And I think he can do it all the time. I'm not sure. Let's try it.
Begging to be kicked. Okay, yeah.
Die.
Good as done.
Die.
Done. All right.
So I could kill these guys and get bandages. The game seems to want me to kill them, but I'm gonna wait. It's locked. We lost the key. This is locked. Okay. Psst, some advice, Chief. I'll keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. The femmes? Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an adult bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die, sooner better than later. I'm confused. Why do these dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die, sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? The corpse I've seen here, where did they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Enlighten me. Who are you? Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses. Why? Are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of RD bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous, not hacking them up for keys. No lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. See where I'm going? Heh. No, I don't actually. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limbing ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine, sinewy whatever I see here. Mord starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course the caretakers would have to part with them first. That's not likely. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death. So I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, right? Alright? Alright. If I have questions, I'll ask you. 2nd, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down whenever you come across something that might be important. Jot it down so you don't forget. If I had the journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last. Alright, it couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things, like who you are or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Got it.
Updated my journal.
Yo, Base! The updated my journal will be a sound bite. I just didn't create the MP3 of it. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. Her skin is paper thin, almost wispy. It's like someone draped a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched onto her forehead with charcoal pencil. So, doing anything lately? The corpse continues to stare. Okay, farewell. Psst! You see the way she was looking at me, eh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bone? Occipital bone? What are you talking about? What, are you blind? She was scouting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me. She wanted you to go away, maybe. She was obviously not too distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid bobbing head with a big mouth. I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. You probably didn't even register to her senses. I think you and your imagination need some time away from each other. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some Lucius recently dead chit, while you're standing around going, what's going on? Where's my memories? Whatever, Mort. Let's go. Can I talk to you about something
Hey, what's
else?
eating you, Chief?
Oh, yeah. Can you read to me what's tattooed on my back again? I just need to refresh my memory. And there wasn't a journal with me when I woke up. No. And you're sure you don't know anyone named Farad? Nope. Still some bugs got to know where to find him. Let's ask around.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
What is this place again?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Who are the caretakers? The corpses here? Where did they all come from? Before you said something about how do I use these bandages? Nothing at the moment.
I so want to lie in her coffin.
Oh, by the way, I think these are added. Okay. I'm playing Planescape Torment, but I'm also, there's a mod here called Unfinished Business, with a couple of things, not huge things, but little things here and there that were actually like in the files of the game that were never fully implemented in the game. Like some are even voiced, like Mortis, what he said there. I don't think that was in the original. He does talk about the female, but maybe he's gonna talk more. There's a bunch of those. Bloodstains rust on the remains. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on the platform.
All right.
The left side of this woman's face looks as if it was carved.
Hello, my sweet cadaverous beauty.
And we did talk to you.
What is this rotting vision I see before me?
This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Once it reaches one of the corners of the triangle, it pauses, then turns and staggers toward the next corner. It has 965 tattooed on the side of its skull. As you approach, it halts and stares at you. Hey, it looks like someone forgot to tell this sod to stop walking the rule of threes. What do you mean? These corpses don't have much left in the attic, so they can't do more than one task at a time. When they're told to do something, they'll keep doing it until someone tells them to stop. This poor sod probably finished some task and then forgot to tell him. And they forgot to tell him. Who gives them their command? You said something about the rules of three. Either one of the caretakers here, or else whatever necromancer raised them out of the dead book. Probably one of the caretakers here. They're the ones who need the cheap labor after all. Rule of threes.
Updated my journal.
Well, the rule of threes is one of these laws about the planes, about things tending to happen in threes, or everything's composed of 3 parts. Or there's always 3 choices, and so on and so forth. You don't sound like you hold much faith in it. It's a load of wash, if you ask me. If you look for a number, any number, and try to attach some great meaning to it, you're going to find plenty of coincidences. I see. Before you said something, put this corpse a task, then forgot to tell them to stop. Who gives these to examine this zombie? Yeah. 3 dialogue options. This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Okay. Updated my journal. This corpse is shoveling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in his hand. The bandages looks usable. Mind if I borrow those bandages? Try and take the bandages. You snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Receiving room logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted. And if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms. Contact the scribe on duty and notify him that the contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that the shell is thoroughly stripped of its possession before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possession lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, notice the last page has been cut out. Shit. Powers above. That's one hell of a book. What is it? If I were to guess, I'd say that's the book where they scratch the name of every poor sod that's unfortunate enough to get dumped off here. Could my name be in there? Well, I guess to find out you need to rattle your bone box with that floating Dusty over there. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Well, I need answers. I'm going to go speak with him. The number 1201 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and the ink has run down its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. As you follow the ink tears down the corpse's face, you notice it has run into the stitchings, sealing the corpse's lips, and has cut on what looks like the corner of a note. Try to pull the note out. The note has mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. If you try to pull the paper out through the cross stitches, it would tear the paper to shreds. Hacking up the corpse to get at it looks like it would destroy the note. You'll need to find a delicate way to remove the stitches before removing the note. Use the scalpel. You deftly slice through the stitches sealing the corpse's mouth, and the jaw sags open. You carefully pull the note from the corpse's mouth. Despite the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears legible. Examine the corpse again. By the way, what you interact with in the game, what you do while interacting with the game, will change your alignment. Now I'm true neutral, but if I kill all the people here, I'll eventually shift toward evil. If I continue to talk to these corpses, I will shift to chaotic. I know that. So that's why I'm not talking to them unless it looks like it's going to be funny.
All right.
And if I shift chaotic, I don't mind that much.
Done.
I'm probably going to be neutral, good, chaotic, good, something like that. Did I talk to you? 196. No. This female corpse is making the rounds slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number. Like, just say this. Let's see. No.
You don't need an identify spell to know what she wants.
Ah, shut up. The smell of formaldehyde emanates from the corpse is particularly strong. It smells like it was applied recently and with good reason. This corpse appears to be in an advanced stage of decay. Her jaw is missing and some of the flesh has slid off her skull, revealing the number 1072 chiseled into the bone.
Chief, if I don't come back, it's cause I'm gonna be dying the little death with that zombie chit.
So yeah, they cut that out of the game, and I understand why they did it. Maybe they felt it was a little too much. I think it's fine. It's fine. That's his character. He's a floating skull. Oh, no. So how much damage does it? 1-3 piercing, 2-4 crushing. Okay, so that's actually better. Let's focus on this. This walking corpse has a number 1094 carved into its forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut. Chemical reeks of fresh formaldehyde. No, I talked to you already. I think I talked to everybody here. I checked all of these things. Just want to be sure. I don't have to do done. I can just click on the next thing. Or click elsewhere. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I talked to all of you. Let's talk to you. We're gonna talk to him for a while. For a long while. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping their chain with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's grey eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavily upon me, Restless One. So he knows me. He calls me Restless One. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless One, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, Restless One. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment, for you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question as always. Yeah, the right question would be, who am I? He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches breath. I am Dal. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dal.
Updated my journal.
What is this place? You are in the mortuary, Restless One. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Dal breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes his ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left the shadow of life and walked the path to true death. Dal's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. You see, Restless One. This life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. True death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, a sensation of passion. Val coughs and gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Is it worse than remaining in the shadow of life once was? I think not. Tell me about the mortuary. True death? Oh my god, Dustmen. We Dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life, and we help others on their journey. Perhaps you can explain why the Dustmen want me dead. Dal sighs. It is said there are souls who can never attain the true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death as you have done suggests you are one of these souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. Unacceptable? That doesn't sound like it'd leave me in a good position. You must understand your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you're cremated if they were aware of your affliction. You're a Dustman. You don't seem to be in favor of killing me. Why not? Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up this shadow of life on your own, not because we force you to. Dal looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it in with some effort. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. What's your post? I'm a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come at the mortuary. As long as the stream of corpse flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the Dustmen do not recognize me?
Updated my journal.
I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, Restless One. He coughs. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. Sigil. Sigils are fair city, Restless One. Wounds. Yes, the wounds that decorate your body. They look as if they have sent a lesser man along the path of the true death, yet it seems as if many of them have healed already. But those are only the surface wounds. Only surface wounds? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
I speak of the wounds of the mind. You have forgotten much, have you not? Mayhap your true wounds run much deeper than the scars that decorate your surface. Thou coughs again. But that is something that only you would know for certain. How did I get here? Dal snorts in contempt as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, restless one. You would think you were royalty based on the number of your loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived here on a cart?
Updated my journal.
Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of a heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Your senecal, Farod, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farod? He is a collector of the dead. Dal draws a ragged breath and continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death, and brings them to us so that they may be interred properly. Where can I find Farod? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farod finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dal's tone. Do not seek out Farod, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farod a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have to find him. Do you know where he is?
Updated my journal.
Dal is silent for a moment. When he finally speaks, he seems to do so reluctantly. I don't know under which gutter stone Farod lairs at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates, in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Doesn't sound like you like Farod much. There are some I respect, Restless One. Dal takes a ragged breath, steadies himself. Farod is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a badge of honor, and takes liberties with the possession of the dead. He is a knight of the post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Knight of the post? A knight of the post! A thief! All Farod brings to our walls comes stripped of a little less of their dignity than they're possessed in life. Farod takes whatever he may pry from their stiffening fingers. Did this Farod take anything from me? Most likely. Are you missing anything, especially anything of value? His lips dips as he frowns. Not that Farod would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body, and sometimes even that's not enough to give his greedy mind pause. Am I missing a journal? A journal, if it was of any value, then it is likely it lies in Farod's hands. Where can I find Farod? Let's go back to mortuary questions. How did I get here? We did all this, I think. Okay. Questions. Can you tell me how to get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than Dustman pass. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely it will open for you unless you are extremely persuasive.
Updated my journal.
I know scant little of you, Restless One. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you, and who now lie in our keepings. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, Restless One. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me, and they are here?
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpses interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. That looks like he is about to start coughing again. Am I mistaken? Where's her body? The Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below. Check the biers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaque. Maybe that will revive your memory. I don't know. I don't recall ever traveling with a woman. Doubtless there are, but I know not their names, nor where they lie. One such as you have left a path many have walked, and few have survived. Thou shelters around you, all dead come here. Some must have traveled with you once. Hey, Fencer! Yeah, this game is amazing. Oh, you said that like half an hour ago almost? Got to wonder how many times Dal gave the same explanation. Exactly. Do you know who I am? I know scant little of you. No, you said that already. You know nothing about her? Okay. What do you do here? I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells. Oh, you said that already. You sound ill. Are you not well? I am close now to true death, restless one. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Thou gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. The eternal boundary. The boundary between the shadow of this life and true death. I guess we're done with this guy. Restless is as good a term as any. Something keeps you here, does it not? Something that must be resolved. Some passion that must be quenched before you can reach the true death. Yes, again, you have been brought here many times before, Restless One. I had hoped that this time would be your last, considering the wounds you had sustained. When will you give up your passion, leave the shadow of a life? Wounds. Yes, the wounds that decorate your body. They look as if they would have sent... Okay, no, we talked about this. Only surface wounds. Your moldy chariot ferried you in the mortuary. Your royalty based on the loyal subject. Even though I talked about in another conversation thread, he did tell me I did have the option of saying how did I get here, and he didn't say exactly these words. He didn't say your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering among the cart that carried you. Arrived in on a cart? Yeah, this is the first time I can go here. These conversation threads. Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluid with the rest of the mountain of corpses. You're cynic. Oh no, we talked about this. Okay, I'm pretty sure we did everything, right? How did I get here? Oh no, we did talk about that. Okay. Can you tell me how to get out? Do you know who I am? As you turn to leave, Dal speaks. Know this! I do not envy you, restless one. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. Then perhaps we will meet again, Dal. Okay, okay. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll continue here. Yeah, I'll be back. Let's do a hard save here. Whoa, why so many saves? I only did one. Quick save? On the quick saves, maybe. This was a test save. Can I delete it? Yeah, which one was the test save actually? I don't know. Yeah, these ones are earlier. Alright, let's pause the game. We'll be back.
Sierra Online proudly presents the richest, most significant animated adventure ever created on CD, King's Quest VII. Roberta Williams and a cast of the world's most talented multimedia musicians, artists, and animators spin an enchanting interactive experience guaranteed to touch your entire family. In King's Quest VII, you will enjoy graphics and sound of a caliber you've never seen or heard before on CD. So experience the magic with the most elaborate adventure game of all time, King's Quest VII.
There's no time to rest when your foe doesn't sleep. System Shock by Origin successfully weaves adventure and action to create a novel science fiction challenge. Marvel at the first-person, 3D, smooth-scrolling viewpoint as you jump, lean around corners, look up and down, crawl, and even fly in rocket boots. Experience the most sophisticated physics system in a computer game, complete with variable gravity, recoil, and explosions. Listen to the new dynamically layered music system while viewing realistic illumination effects.
Soldiers in gigantic robot vehicles with one weakness. Hit his blast panel!
Battle damage. Battletech. No guts, no galaxy. Adam Steiner comes with Axeman. Other mechs sold separately.
I don't know why I paused it. So I don't think I need to pause the game. Can we rest like literally everywhere? Like resting here? What's that? Combat log. Oh, interesting. Quick loot. Oh, that's nice. How to play. Party member slot. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to play, really. There is a button to sleep, I think. Oh, it's this here, rest party. Map screen. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool that it zooms in like that. Oh, that's the... Nice, that's the world map. Add notes. Oh, cool. Show walkable. That's useful. Yeah, that's very useful. Cool. I love the UI in this game. Even back then, like it's still good, but back then it was still... You cannot rest here, okay. Why not? I can just... This is stupid that you can't rest here. Come on. This huge corpse is standing, like I would just go on the slab and just make dead.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
A hero sedan, thank you for the follow. This huge corpse is standing silently in the corner of the room, facing the wall. He looks to have been a heavy-set man in his early years, and judging by the condition of the body, he died only recently. The freshly stitched number on his forehead reads 1664. This corpse looks like it is serving as a librarian, for it is carrying a huge stack of books in its arm. Examine the books. The books appear to be old mortuary ledgers. None of them are of particular interest. As you search through the text, however, you notice a loose page folded between two of the books. You are suddenly struck with the feeling that someone tucked it there to hide it. Take the page. Oh, I never read the note in the mouth of the other one. The page doesn't look like it belongs with the ledger. Looks like it belongs in a logbook. The tear is clean, as if with a knife, so you suspect the page was removed on purpose. Read through it. You take a moment to read through the page. It's a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and logged in the receiving room. All the entries appear to be recent arrivals. So that's the page that was missing in that other logbook that we have on us. Take the page with you and leave. Examine the zombie again. Note for comes 1201 and yeah, so this is the first we took. This is a foul-smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. Please, to whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you, I know of my legal obligation under the term of the dead contract, but I am prepared to offer more than my signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you are reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. And my contract number serve as the key. 1201. It looks like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising, but you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. It looks like direction for folding the parchment to a strange pattern. If you are ever capable of examining okay, use it. Okay, use it. This foul-smelling note has a strange-looking diagram inscribed beneath the writing. It looks like... Well, wait. Before folding the note, because I think the note will actually become something. Shouldn't I tell this guy that 1201 wants to be cremated? No, maybe not. You should be able to do that. The guy wanted to be cremated. Come on, it's not fair for him. Oh, let's look at Dal from up close. So where's the logbook? This. Dal. Dal is extremely old and definitely not human. His skin is a trace of yellow, like old parchment. Dead charcoal gray eyes lies within an angular face, a non-human face, as the ears narrow to points. A large white beard flows down the front of his black robes like a waterfall. He calls occasionally. The book he works in front is huge and seems to contain many names of corpses that have been brought to the mortuary. The thing is, it's huge, but it's essentially the same size that it would be on a normal book. It should be like there should be a shit ton of stuff written like the real size that somebody would like. This is huge. Like this is like, oh, you know. A large white beard, the bookie. Okay, Dal is a member of the Dustman faction, a faction that believes in the true death, the ultimate state of non-existence that awaits beyond life. Dal claims to know you have met many nights, claims to protect your secret. Okay, we know all this. We have the zombie female now, which is the same description as the other one. Just looks better. Wink, wink. Yeah, we know all this. I'm not gonna read it again. Whew. Yeah.
All right.
Read the other note. This one. This ragged page looks like it was cut neatly out of a book. It is written in tight crab script. So that's a date, I guess. Drunk, chest wound, cause of death. Collector pox. 3 commons paid, no position. Desiccated corpse, cause of death, indeterminable. Age of shell prevents identification. That could be us. Farah, 3 commons, no position. Stripped, knife marks evident from dissection. Scarred shell. Cause of death indeterminable. Scars do not appear to be cause of death. Shock trauma? 3 common paid. Position logged. Fist irons. 13 commons. Middle table. Receiving room. That's us though. Right? Middle table. Receiving room. That's us. Evil desiccated corpse. Also sounds like us. Desiccated Corpse 2. Prevents identification. Is it always us? Maybe. But it's all... Fifth night. What is this? 6540, fifth night. Is that the number of the log? It's just the log. It's all the same night. It's probably not us all the time. Dissection again. But the dissection was not thorough enough. Copper earring found lodged in the abdomen. Earring has been locked in southeast preparation room. I have an initiate from the third circle examine it. It has strange markings, like those on contracted worker 79. Interesting. Age of Shell prevents identification. Skeleton, that's not us. Cause of death in the thermal. Age of Shade, okay. 3 comments, no position. Strip, knife marks evident from dissection. Always a dissection. As with the previous entries, these shells Farad has brought also show signs of having been prepared. I have asked that initiate Emoric launch an investigation into the matter. Furthermore, entry 16542 is one of Farad's gang. 16542. The next one. I have seen the individual before. I would also ask Emoric to pay heed to how the man died. Cause of death / marks discoloration of wounds are consistent with grave rot. Ghoul claws. Maybe. No position. Strip. Knife marks evident from dissection. Let's go see if we can talk about that to Farah. I don't think so. To Dal. But I'm checking. The stench coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open this man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. The eyes of this corpse are set close together and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One face is to the left and the other to the right. You can barely make out the number 257 traced into its bruised forehead. Yeah, Githyanki and Gitzerar are not the same, right? You can barely make out the number 257 traced to its bruised forehead. Looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read. Don't you get dizzy with your eyeballs facing like that? It said there is a flick. There is no flicker. No flicker. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. I said greetings. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of earring, Chief. Let's lay off. What? Yeah, I'm gonna tap the woman. What's wrong with your hands?
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They get fiend blood in their veins, usually cause some ancestors of theirs share knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head, and addled looking too. Tap the woman, get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting, as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You. She clacks her taloned fingers together and makes a strange motion with her hands. Fine thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Iveen. Go, go, go. You have been assigned a quest. Add some questions first.
Updated my journal.
She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. This heavily stitched corpse is shuffling lazily back and forth between two slabs. The number 406 has been stitched on his forehead and the side of its neck, its right arm, and in fact the skin of his peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Examine the stitches. The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arm across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroads of stitches, notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread stitching up the side of the skull. Could probably unravel it if it had something to cut the thread. Yeah, I could do it with scalpels. Let's go. You slice the thread neatly with a scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the skin covering the forehead peels back to reveal the corpse's chalk white skull, where, to your surprise, number 78 has been chiseled. Seems you got two different designations there, corpse. This corpse, 985, has stopped dead in its track. Judging from the condition of its left leg, it looks as if some sort of tomb rot or corpse mold has eaten through its knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. Try and help the corpse balance. You reach out for the corpse's left arm to help steady it. As you grab its arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right, and you end up tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Chief, you might not... There is a crack when the corpse's left leg and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes the stone flagstones and shatters like a rotten melon. Filth and ichor gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse collapse. And even stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if at attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thump. As you gaze upon the putrefied remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It has snapped from the torso during the fall, and doesn't appear to have touched by tomb rot that has spread to the rest of the body. I wonder if I could make use of that arm. Yes, we will. This is a really good weapon, I think. One 6 crushing, speed 4. Not usable by mage, but we're not a mage yet. Not usable by mage. Not usable by priest. Speed 1. Speed 1. 1 6. Maybe this is better though. 2 4 is nice. 1 6 means sometimes gonna be 1. And this has a much better speed than this. I don't know. Let's keep that.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
And did I talk to you? I think so. Yeah. So she wanted a needle, right? And some embalming fluid. Anyway, I can go quests. L must be logbook, no? No, L is load. So that's cool that I just saved. So L is load. Noted. Man. These are the original keys, because Q was saved in Baldur's Gate, but I never liked that. That's Q and L, like a button on the keyboard. I can just, oops! Like, you know, I go this, I do a couple of quests, and then, oops! Loading. Oh no, I wanted to press K.
Done.
Let's see what the keys are, actually. Page access, inventory, journal, J. M, W, P, O, S. Character stats. Attack, A. Equip weapon, E. So A, okay. E. E? Oh, that's this. That's this. It just appears at the same place. Feels like it could appear more toward this instead of always the same 4. You know, like centered on what you're clicking on, something like that. Either centered or the first aligned here. This doesn't feel right. But this UI wasn't the original one. This is the Beamdog UI. And if you did your research, Beamdogs are not the best for doing these enhanced edition. This is the last enhanced edition of the Infinity Engine games they did. And it shows, because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, they didn't do a great job. Like, it was patched to oblivion, but when it came out, nope, it wasn't good. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. They added a lot of stuff that people didn't care about. Like all the characters that they added, that they literally just added in the game. There weren't like this I'm playing with an unfinished business mod, which adds stuff that was supposed to be in the game. But the like 3 or 4 characters that Beamdog added for Baldur's Gate 1, they just added it because they wanted to. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved into his forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde came from... Okay. But they didn't touch anything in this game in terms of the story or the characters or anything like that. All they did was just UI stuff. Mainly doing this, like you can zoom in and... So no embalming fluid here? No? Okay. Continue on. Okay, but real talk. I don't know. The only character that I played, the newer character that I played with was no, I believe Baldur's Gate 1 original is better. I mean, the enhanced edition is great, but I usually don't even interact with the newer characters. Maybe he's a cool one, I don't know. You know, from what I know, I can't really trust Beamdog's writing. So whatever they wrote for this guy that you like so much, and I'm all about the writing. I don't care about like he's a good fighter or whatever. Are you talking about like the big fighter, the black dude, like the big evil, like he looks like an evil dude? The thing with Baldur's Gate 1 is it is not that by the book. A lot of the evil characters, they act evil, but they don't look evil. So the first time that you encounter Mortamon and like Montaro and what's his other name, like the mage, you talk to them and they look very friendly, you know, kind of too friendly. But then you go into like the first time I played the game, I was like, oh, these are cool characters. Okay, cool, a thief and a mage. Like I have a cool party here, and then I look at his alignment. What? Chaotic evil? What? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? We just... What? Like, what? I was completely baffled by the fact that that guy was chaotic evil. He sounded crazy. I didn't think he was chaotic evil. Study the motions of her hand.
Updated my journal.
I think we got it. We may get a +1 dexterity bonus or something here. You study the motion of Ivine's hands. You feel it prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly you find your vision swarming, blurring until you're standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab, and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that may prove useful if you come this way again. 42. Echo. Keep these things safe and wait for my return. Now we got XP from... Okay. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its side. And as it does, the vision fades, until you're watching Ivine's hands make their stitching motions once more. Tapper. Give it a thread and embalming fluid.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Ivine snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to your corpse. Wait. Within minutes she's finished. She clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talon along your arms and chest. Keep playing zombie. Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or keep playing zombie? As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who write on you? Ivers do that. No respect for zombies. Zombies, not paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This one, bad shape. Many scars. No preserves. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her. And lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let her work.
Updated my journal.
Max HP +1. The sensation is curiously painless, as Eileen begins to stitch up your scars. When she is done, she sniffs at you. She sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbed your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. Let her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Eileen puts the... That's more that says that. Eileen puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooting motion with her talon. Done! Go, go! This interaction there is the interaction that I always remember when I'm thinking about Torment. Well, this old mortuary plays because you spend somewhat a good amount of time and it's the starting area. And spoilers, every time you die, you come back here. I could have died like again that against that first fight just for fun. The first time I played this game, I was too like in the mindset of Baldur's Gate and like Icewind Dale, so I wanted to reload every time I died, and I did that. And it wasn't a good idea. You're better to just die. He's in the Black Pit semi-mini arena. They added it, but he's also in the main game, just not advertised, or randomly shows up in the forest. So draw sorcerer, and his lines are amazing. Okay. Better than the other sorcerer? So, seen anything interesting doing? No. Let's not talk to you. No, I don't need to click the done button. It's so big I want to click it, you know? This should have been take all. Container is locked. Okay. I could try to bash it, even though I have no skills in bashing. But this is the starter area, so I wouldn't surprise if it works.
Forced it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's also... you can also do this. Oh, I didn't fold the papers. Maybe I could have tried to... No, I'm not a thief. I can't do that. Companion spam? Well, I always play Baldur's Gate almost always the same way. Just, I don't know. It's kind of a nostalgic thing. Sometimes I switch a couple of characters, but I usually go with, like... I usually flush Imoen. I know people like her, but I just flush her. I think the first time I played it, I used her for a long time, but I usually flush her quite soon. And then I go with Jaheira and her husband, then Minsk and Dahaira, and there's one place loose, and that one place loose is the place that I switch companions. So I'll take one that but eventually I settle with the priest, the stoned priest. Phobo, raiding again! Come on, you can raid somebody else. I appreciate it, but you should raid somebody else. I really appreciate it, but raid other people. Not 2 nights in a row. You raided me yesterday, am I wrong?
Oh, come on, let's shake a leg. Well,
Shut up, Morty.
You shake a leg.
The worst is Arcanum, where you don't know which is which. What do you mean, which is which what? Bronwyn, yeah, exactly. Just because it's nice to have a priest in your party.
I'm gone.
But I get her fairly late because of the way that I always kind of explore the map. And she's in an area that I go not super late, but late-ish in the game, I guess. Like, I go get Minsk very early on. Like, I follow the path that the game gives you, essentially. Sometimes I explore the forest on the left and right, but not too much. The enemies there are pretty tough. Then I go right down to like Beragos, Nashkel, then west directly to the well, I get Minsk and then I get Daihera, and then I start exploring. From there, I start exploring the rest of the map. But usually, I don't go to the carnival directly, which I should, I guess. I just go up and I start like where I started. I go like all the way west to the coast and a little bit east, but it starts getting difficult on the east. And then like, man, this Baldur's Gate is all about exploring. You spend so little time doing the main quests. What I liked about Baldur's Gate was just exploring the wilderness. There's so many quests and stuff hidden around. It's amazing. It's so Dungeons and Dragons to me. That was like that game. Like I played Dungeons and Dragons back then, but I had no visual or auditory, or it was all in my imagination, and I didn't have a good imagination for Dungeon and Dragon. When I played Baldur's Gate, it solidified what Dungeons and Dragons should look like, feel like, sound like. You know, Dungeons and Dragons for me was like that 1985 or 84 show called Dungeons and Dragons. I used to watch that when I was super young. When I was probably 5, 6 years old, 7 years old. You will need a key. It says that, but the last thing I was able to bash it. I don't trust you with your key thing. Wait. Maybe we should do these things. Receiving log. No, this one, use. There is a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. So do we start with the upper left, no marks? And we go on 1, 2, 3, 4. You fold the corner inward so its point touches the center. 1 mark on the upper right, so upper right. And then 2 marks on the lower right. Lower right. Oh, I didn't do it right, I guess. Okay, let's start with the upper right. No, it says it right there. 1 mark, upper right. Upper right. 2 marks on the lower left. Lower left or lower right? Lower right. 3 marks on the lower left. Upper left. What? Oh, maybe it's a code like I need to do 1201? Ah, maybe. Yeah, the code is, that's what he said. The code is this. Okay, so 1 2, so 1 marks on the 2 marks on the lower right. Okay, then 0 upper left. Then I need to unfold 1. Oh, now it's different now for the last one there. Fold the upper right back into the center. As you fold the upper right corner back to the center, the lower left corner mirrors the action until all the corners touch in the center. You watch for a moment and the corners of the paper raise, turning the note into a small 4-sided paper pyramid. You peel back the sides of the pyramid, the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside a small triangle-shaped earring catches the light and gleams brightly. I keep right-clicking this. You receive this small earring from folding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you of how strange this world you've woken up to is. Some items are magical, but okay, so that's like your tutorial for identifying things. I can't identify anything right now. I could put it on. Let's look at our stats. Does it do anything here? No, no AC. This is your eye. It looks like it has been seen better days.
Don't want to part with that.
Eyes cannot be removed. Oh, this has changed from the original one. This is very similar, but I don't think this was like that.
Unless you suddenly become a dentist, hands off.
Okay, what about this? This copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the inside of the earring. Use. This copper earring looks extremely old. It looks like it was meant to be worn, but there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it. Yes, I know. Examine the grooves. The grooves are evenly placed, spaced along the inside of the earring. Upon closer examination, they remind you of small fangs. They are definitely man-made, but you can't figure out what they were intended for.
I'm gone.
Maybe we need more intelligence or something like that. So I can't put it on. No. Yeah, let's look at our stats here. 9, 16, 9, 9, 16. That doesn't change. I don't know. Oh, we have weapon proficiencies. Fist edge weapon. Currently affected by. Okay. Okay. Let's put it down.
Done.
Okay. Pretty sure I checked all of these things. We can go up here. Yeah, I want to do that also as an evil, but it feels the game was not made for that. It feels the game will punish you a lot by doing this. You will need a key. Can I bash it?
Failed. I'm gone.
What's up? Good as done.
All right.
What about this thing here?
Failed. Done.
Okay, that's where I use the notes. Add note. Here. Locked. Why is it so small? The music sounds so much like Fallout. Probably the same composer, right? Locked also. Oh, nice. The little fade in, fade out. I don't think that was in the original, but it adds a little touch. I like it. It's simple, but yeah. The skeleton number 748, according to the number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in the sum of its teeth appear to be false ones made of reddish-brown stone. They are clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. I wonder if this graybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Much love for Zan. Zan is, get me out of this hellhole. Oh yeah, that guy, I loved him. I used him a lot in my first playthrough. I essentially used him until I got the priest character, I think. Maybe even more. Greybeard, I don't think he's in any position to object. Something tells me you would be twice as annoying as if you had arm. Let's go. Greybeard. Greybeard, you know, geezer, old feller, yellow dog, old. Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Moore studies the skeleton for a moment and shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this. And something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah? At least I have all my parts. You're not quite sure how he manages it without... Mort snorts. You're not quite sure how he manages it without lungs. Let me tell you, Mort. There's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. Mort snorts again. I should have let you rot some more. That is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go. He was running at us. Let's talk to you. You seem to want to talk to us. Are you lost? Yes. I will summon a guard to direct you out. Hold a moment. Snap his neck before he calls you out. Leave quickly. Wait. Leave quickly. The dustman takes a step back, then claps his hands together sharply 3 times and responds a great iron bell. Uh-oh. Are you shitting me? Let's die. Wow, it's easier said than done. Hey Mort, no, I don't want you to attack that guy. Everybody's an enemy now? What about this level here? That's crazy. You would actually want to reload at this point. No? What about... No, I want to see if people here are... I think so. It's ringing the bell here too. So everybody wants to kill me now? No. But the bell is still ringing. That's kind of annoying. I can't remember having to snap his neck or just not talk to these characters. Oh, let's remove the AI.
I'm hurt.
I want to see if I die and I come back, will they still be enemies?
Encore. Ooh,
Done.
thought we lost you for good this time, Chief.
We're good, we're fine. Oh, we need to go all around, or just click here and it'll go there. Oh no, don't stop when I center on you. Why would you stop? That's stupid. You know, like I click here. Okay. I click here. Then I just want to follow the guy, see where he's at. Okay. I don't know why the camera stopped the last time. I like this feature. I see that the pathfinding is still shit. Some things never changes.
I'm gone.
Oh, now everybody's fine. Okay. I did kill a guy though. You there, old. Uh-oh. I just need to avoid him, I think. I cannot save at this time. Why not? Oh, I'm centered on the character. That's annoying. But if you're not lost, what is your business here? That is none of your concern. I walk on one of the slabs in your preparation room. I'm here to see someone. I was here for an interment. There seems to have been a mistake. Who is being interred? Perhaps the services are taking place somewhere else in the mortuary. You misunderstand. The mistake interment was me. What are you doing? Hmm? Why don't you go sleep there? Hmm? You misunderstand. That could be. Where are these other services taking place? Several interment chambers line the perimeter of the mortuary. They follow the curve of the wall on the first and second floor. Do you know the name of the deceased? Yeah. Snap his neck. Lie. Why not? Again, this will make me more chaotic, but we're gonna lie in the game. That name is not familiar to me. Check with one of the guys at the front gate. They may be able to direct you better. Very well, I will do that. Okay, so I guess it's not a big deal to have killed that other one. Just a dustman, there are a bunch of them. I'm here to see someone. I'm here to see Dal. Very well. I don't know if you need good charisma to be able to talk to this guy without him wanting to snap your neck. I don't think this is a good idea. I know what happens if I do this. Wait. Several interment chamber line the perimeter of mortuary. They follow the curve of the wall. Okay. This corpse, slightly misshapen head, appears to be held together by a number of narrow metal bands bolted directly onto the skull. A rusting iron plate over its left eye has the number 475. Its mouth is bolted shut. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps, woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped, and its numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. Try and pry out skeleton joint bolts. Whoa, Chief, that's vandalism! Those bolts are probably the only thing holding that bag of bones together. Necromancy only goes so far with these old feller. So? Oh, I didn't want to cause any permanent damage. So? Oh, it's not a problem. Just wasn't sure if you knew that or not. By all means, go ahead. You pull at the iron bolts, but you're not strong enough to pull them out. Ah. Right tools. I may be back, Bones. Let's go into the map. Put a note here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. No. Go here. No, she's just gonna on the floor. She thinks I want to. No, I want to put you here. Bolt need tools. We talked to
right.
you. Container's locked. Smash it. I need to do this. That's annoying.
Forced it.
Open. Bone charm. Of course. So these charms are kind of spells. Yeah, you just use them, +2 armor class. Swarm curse. I usually collect them until the end of the game and never use them. I use these though, I remember using those a lot. Heals not because they heal. That's it.
Alright.
Someone has spelled a series of tasks in red ink on this scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift. When the new initiates come on duty, we have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpse may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation room and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I've included spare embalming charms within the shelves of the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or application of embalming fluid. Okay. A great deal of combats, fallen down too many staircases. Both its arms and legs have been broken and rebuilt with the aid of leather straps. The front of the skull bears the number 863, but the back of the skull is caved in, forming an empty cavity. Notice that someone has taken advantage of this and stuck a rolled up piece of parchment. You slip the parchment out of the worker's skull. Oddly enough, it looks like if the skull cavity is intended to store messages. A tiny spring is attached to the parchment from the hook bolted inside the skull, as if to keep the parchment from accidentally falling out. Unhook the string, take the parchment. You unhook the string and glance over the parchment. It looks like a reminder from one of the mortuary custodians. Judging from the note, this skeleton seems to be a walking messenger of sorts. As you take a second glance at the skeleton, you realize it has stopped in front of the slab because it can't figure out how to move past it. Examine. Examine the skeleton carefully. Try and pry. Right tools. I think it just kills them. It's not a big deal. Maybe if you have strength, you can actually do it without any tools. Junk. Uh-oh, it's like playing Fallout again. The number 1146 is carved into the forehead of the walking corpse. Its lips are sewn together with coarse black thread. The entire body is covered with horrible scars, worse even than your own. As if its owner had been burned to death. Its nose, ears, several digits are missing, presumably charred away in some long-ago conflagration. As you block its path to get its attention, it stops and gazes at you with vacant eyes. The skin of this female corpse is heavily tattooed with intricate patterns. The skin of her brow has been peeled back so that the number 1148 could be chiseled into the skull beneath. Her mouth has been sealed shut with thick, rough stitching. That's it.
I want to be buried with her.
No, don't talk to them. Right, they're just dustmen, and they'll... You cannot initiate dialogue, okay. Oh, it's number 42. I think this is the corpse I had memory about. Pardon me. Have you seen any skeleton walking around here? Examine the try and pry a skeleton joint bolts. I think. At the sound of your voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens up. It crosses its arm over its chest and its fingers hook into its ribcage. Cross your arms over your chest. In response, the skeleton drops its arm to its side. The leather cord securing the skeleton torso snaps, and the ribcage folds outward like a pair of double doors. Reach into the ribcage, feel around. To your surprise, your hand vanishes as you reach inside the ribcage. You have a strange feeling it's somewhere else. As you reach inside the ribcage, your hand bumps against an invisible object. It's about the size of a fist and seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take the item out. As you pull the item out, the skeleton suddenly disintegrates, and the iron bolts securing its joints clatter to the floor. Examining this item whatever this item was, it seems to have been the only thing holding it together. It looks like an unremarkable lump of iron. You can't imagine why someone would hide it inside the ribcage of a skeleton. As you place both your hands on the lump of iron to examine it, there's a hiss, and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in a dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were inside the lump of iron.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
Did we read this? This rolled up piece of parchment appears to be some sort of message the skeleton in the mortuary was supposed to deliver. This is the third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been misplaced, tell me, and I shall go to the Ive Market and purchase another. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons, and the bolts are wedged in so tight I can't get them out. Also, some of the locks on the storage cabinets in the third floor have become stuck again due to the heat. I need the pry bar to snap them open as well. If the pry bar is indeed lost, I will see about procuring the services of a locksmith and having the cabinet locks replaced. Your aid in this matter would be appreciated. An unreadable signature has been scrawled in the message. Let's give this guy all the things. Can we separate this? I don't want to right click it. I'm afraid it's going to use it. How do I separate it? How do I separate this? Middle mouse button? I'm pressing shift. Control. Double click. Okay, put this there. This there. 3 hit points, so it's not much. 2 to 8 plus 1 armor class. That's much better. Oh, the moon, please, can you get me the worst viewers? Thank you. I want the worst viewers. Can you get me that? Oh, now I can disguise myself. What do I look like without... It's magic! What is this place?
Good day, sir!
Yeah, good day, sir. Bye-bye, you have been banned. Like, this is an actual person. With 1,000 followers. That I streamed 2 years ago. That is so weird. Somebody bought this. Somebody bought this account. It's an account from 2015. And I'm gonna ban this person, but this person has 1,000 followers. That's crazy. There's 2 clips of 30 seconds on his... Let's watch one of them.
Woo!
Maybe I shouldn't ban it, you know? Let's just time out for a while. Whatever. Recommend a movie for Torment fans other than Memento. Ah, shit! You fucking asshole! I was actually gonna say Memento. Okay, well, a movie like Memento then. Memento is one of my favorite movies. Let's go with The Prestige, which is a Christopher Nolan movie, which has nothing to do with this movie, with Torment. Ah, you fucked me over, dude. Memento is perfect. A guy that has no memory and has a bunch of tattoos on him. The thing is, this came out in 2000 and Memento came out in 2000. So one would think that somebody was inspired by somebody, but no. No, apparently not. I want to ask questions. Can you direct me out of here? You may simply leave by the front gate. It's on the first floor. You know someone named Farad? That name, the dustman pauses a moment. That name sounds familiar. I seem to recall a collector by that name. Dal the scriber might know him. Collector. Collectors, they gather those who have died on the streets of Sigil and bring them to the mortuary. The dustman pauses, then frowns. You are not from around here. Who are you? I'm a recent initiate. Forgive my ignorance. I haven't answered your question, I guess. I did recommend a movie. But is there another movie that's like that? Not really. Not really. And it's funny because when I was playing Fallout 2, and there's that Lenny character that's following us around, and each time I hear Lenny, I think about Memento. Hey, Lenny! That's who you were, not who you are. The same philosophical questions from this game are in Memento. They're kind of like they go hand in hand. That's a good segue to say that if you haven't seen Memento, you need to see that movie. It is far better than anybody would actually think that it is. It is fucking amazing. It is not only is it a kind of intense, stressful movie that kind of requires multiple viewing if you really want to understand what's going on. Even though it's not primer. You can watch it once and kind of understand what's going on. On the DVD that I bought, that I still have, on the second DVD there's an Easter egg where you can watch the movie in order. And I think the movie is actually not maybe as interesting, but it's very watchable in order. It's perfectly watchable. Like it almost fits. Sometimes there's this weird like change of scenes that they work better when you watch it like in the correct order, which is not the chronological order. It's a movie that you start at the end and you go back at the beginning. I can't shut up about that movie. Anyway. Watch Memento. It's Christopher Nolan, so it's a good director. Yeah, it's fucked up like Tenet, and what's his other movie that's fucked up? The movie that he's better known for, Inception. That's his big break, Inception. I guess he did the Batman movie, but Batman stole the Christopher Nolan name. You know, people don't watch Batman because of Christopher Nolan, the director. But they do watch Inception for that reason. But Inception was really mixed. A lot of people didn't like it. I like it. It's not my favorite movie from his. It's Memento, Prestige, Tenet, and then Inception. Tenet is pretty amazing also. It's kind of Memento in the sense that it's very weird and it's very difficult to understand what's going on. Requires multiple viewings for sure. But it's an action movie, so there's some great action scenes and some great effects because things are going in the reverse, and it's really it's a joy to watch. It's just fun. Just a fun movie. Don't try to understand too much. It's a movie that you kind of need to turn your brain off. There's actually in the line in the movie that says, "Don't think about it, just feel it." Don't think about it, just feel it. Can you direct me out of here? You know, I'm missing a journal. No, okay. It actually dropped stuff that we had on us. Like this thing was on the ground instead of putting on the ground the stuff that I picked up from the guy. 1-4 piercing, 1-3 slashing. This is the forge of the famed Batorian green steel, but it's just a normal dagger. Like, this thing is better. 2-4 crushing. The type of damage, I guess if you want piercing, you go with this. If you want slashing, you go with this. It's really not a big deal.
All right.
Why am I collecting this junk? Because I want to. Don't judge me. Despite this corpse's dry leather skin, it's clear that it's once a beautiful woman of middle years. Whoever prepared the corpse seemed to take pity on her, sewing her bow lips shut with small, neat stitches and tattooing the number 832 upon her forehead in elegant script.
Hello, deadly and delicious.
This reanimated corpse has had its lips sewn together in the number 310 carved into its brow. The smell of formaldehyde. I think there's a little too much details on these corpses. It's not like this for the rest of the game, by the way. This is just this place. I feel that they took a lot of time making this place, and then they kind of like, okay, we don't need to put that amount of detail on every single character in the game. Like, they all have their numbers, they all have their description, but most of them, there's nothing to do with them. Well, it's about half and half. It's about 50% of them has something going on. The numbers 613 are cut deeply into a sprouting corpse forehead, but an inch of shredded leathery skin separates the 1 and the 3. Looking closely, you can barely make out a 2. So that's a 1, 2, 3. Who cares? Between those is 6, 1, 2, 3. Just cool? Mortuary Sanctum key. Ooh, oh, I think that's what we wanted, right? We can go down from here. Nice. Oh, a hammer. Okay, so can we use this hammer as the tool? Probably. This one, why is this one red? Why is it different than the others? If you find the right tools, you have a hammer. Oh, we need the pry bar. Yeah, the pry bar. They talked about it. Yeah, they definitely weren't working on this when they were working on Fallout. In Fallout, there's a reference to this game. And I went to a site with all the references in Fallout 2. And I Control F'd. Hey, Igor! What time is it? The end. Oh no, what the end? Ah, fuck. I love this game so much. I just want to play more. Maybe I'll play a little more. I'd like to get out of this place before ending the stream. That'd be nice, ending the stream when we get out of the mortuary. There's still a lot to do though. We'll have to talk to somebody. That might be a long conversation, I don't know. But yeah, this is amazing. This is an amazing story and an amazing... It's just not just the story, the pry bar. Yeah, I was talking about Fallout 2, right? So in Fallout 2, I went into a site with all the... Like, there were so many. There were hundreds. I didn't know that Fallout 2 had so many references. Hundreds and hundreds of references. And I Controlled F Planescape, Controlled F Torment, nothing. But in Fallout 2, there's a character that talks about a floating skull that keeps talking and another guy. Or maybe that was restoration stuff. Maybe somebody in the mod community decided to add that. Possible, but I feel that it was there originally. I think it's in the den. I think it's one of the zombies in the, like one of the zombies. One of the that's the thing, like the zombies and hey, the crow, how's it going? Not the zombies, that they're how do they call it in Fallout? Anyways. How do I use the crowbar? I should just put it there and use it as a weapon? And just bash this?
Forced it.
Open. Where'd you get the robes? When we came into this level here, a duster wanted to talk to us. So, and where are my robes right now? What? Oh. Why did I remove them? Anyways. A duster came up to us and wanted to talk to us, and I said something that the alarm started. And I kind of knew that it would happen, but I tried something that I never tried before. Or probably because I remember having these robes, so I don't know, one playthrough, one beginning of a game, or maybe I reloaded or whatever. But then I didn't want to kill everybody because everybody here becomes red and wants to kill you as an enemy. So I just like removed the AI, which I should put back on, and just let them kill me. It took a while, but eventually they killed me. And then I woke up on the slab on the second level, I guess, whatever. I came back to this level, and they were not enemies anymore. So, and I even took some stuff on the ground. I took this wooden club that was on someone, and I think something else. Just to liberate some space, I can just put this here, put this there. This, definitely this. I've been in this game a few times. No idea you could disguise yourself as this man. Right? You can always find new stuff in this game. It's not that useful. The corpse's meaty head was clearly severed at some point. Hey, Bad Flow! How's it going? At some point and hastily sewn back on. Several different sets of stitching, all in various states of unraveling, seem to indicate that the head is constantly being knocked back off and reattached during the course of its work. A number 79 has been cut to the temple. Examine the fanged circle. The fanged circle looks like it was branded on the corpse's forehead long ago, presumably before it died. It might be a religious icon of some sort, or a rite of passage. You notice that one of the recesses between the inner fangs has a small triangle within it. I wonder if the space between the fangs match the grooves on this copper earring I have.
Updated my journal.
The corpse makes no reply. It looks like it is far too gone. What did the journal say? He's talking about this. Insert your fingernail into the notch that matches where the triangle was pointing in the fanged circle you saw on Zombie 79's forehead. Yeah. You hook your fingernail into the third groove from the top and press it inwards. As you do, there is a click and the top of the earring snaps open. Not only can you wear the earring now, it also looks like there's a secret compartment inside the earring. Shake the earring as if anything comes out. You shake the earring, but nothing comes out. Whatever was hidden in the earring is gone now. Discovering the latch earring will now allow you to wear it. In addition, the secret compartment make it more valuable. I can wear it, but it doesn't matter, right? I don't think it does anything. Right? No. Has this changed? It has changed because of the robe. That's crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Was that in the original? Wow. I remember it changed here. This was like that. But I don't know if this... Probably. Maybe they just added it because they wanted... Even the face changes expression, kind of. What the fuck? Weird. Can you think of many other games where you begin your quest as a resurrected protagonist? Nothing comes to mind, but I'm sure there is a lot. What about Blood 2? What about the Blood series? Don't you start as like a resurrected guy or something? There's probably a lot.
Done.
The corpse's meaty head was clearly severed at some point. So, okay, we read that. I mean, the protagonist who doesn't remember what he is kind of a trope in video game. There's actually a lot. Yes, definitely. This looks to be a corpse of well-aged, even ancient woman. Aside from the embalming fluid the stitches sealing her mouth, and the number 679 stitched onto her right cheek. It's likely she looks only slightly different now than she did in her final years. Again, so much information.
You want to get buried together?
Ah, come on. This animated skeleton smells horrible, as if it had been only freshly stripped and prepared. Its jaw and major joints are tightly bound with leather straps, and a rough smock has been thrown over it. Number 1221 has been chiseled into its forehead. Examine. No, that's the same thing that they say for all the skeleton. Try. Oh, I have the pry bar. Did we even get some XP from that? Probably not. Yeah, we did that also. Like this one, you look at him and there's this 613 and it says that if you look closely you can make a 2 between the 1 and the 3. Like it has some kind of purpose. But no, there's no purpose. Or maybe later I'll understand, I don't know. Okay, I think we talked to everybody. I think we checked everything. I always feel like I'm missing something.
Death experiences.
Okay, let's go back down. Wasn't there a place that was locked here? Okay. I always feel like I'm missing stuff that hidden or I don't know. Did I do these ones? I'm sure I did. Okay. Going back down. Okay. So there were lock stuff here. Like this thing here. Cleaning rags. Probably not super important. The especially ghastly looking female corpse is missing its ears, nose, and lips. In order to sew her jaw closed, whoever prepared her had to draw the skin especially tight around her mouth. Can still see a line of crooked yellow teeth through the...
Your coffin or mine?
Yeah. Okay, this is locked. This is actually progress. I guess that's it. Amnesia, yeah. Lots of games that you start and you don't know who you are, what you're doing. From Deja Vu, that's another one. You start on the toilet and you don't know who you are. I'm sure there's a bunch of point-and-click adventure games that start like that. Yeah, no, I checked that. Let's talk to you again. Maybe you're gonna have to say something. No. I always felt that this guy should tell you more once you talk to more people here and you went around. But this goes down, right? This goes up, but this goes down. So we could have done that since the beginning? What? Or... yeah, that's where we started. But what about this? Eh?
I'm gone.
So we could have gone there the whole time? No. Let me save and reload. Like if we reload one of our first games.
Done.
I guess this is one thing. Yeah, once we opened up, we also opened up downstairs. So you don't need to go to the third floor to get to the first floor.
Done.
Nah, they talk about it. It's pretty clear that it's this guy. Wait, what the fuck is going on? What's our last save? The last one is quick save, auto save. It should be no, there's a quick save on this one. Okay, but what happens if we go down from here instead? This took way more to get here. Yeah, Murray doesn't flow. It was clearly this. The same studio, and Fallout 2 came out in 98, and this came out in 99. So this actually came out before Memento. So did Memento got inspired from this game?
Alright.
This Dottering Corpse, clearly they were working on this, and it would make sense to put a reference to this into Fallout 2. This Dottering Corpse has had its eyes sewn shut, as well as its mouth. 732's come into his box. You wonder if the eyes were sewn shut before or after the man's death. You notice he is carrying a huge tome. Take the tome from his hands, carefully. You carefully take the tome from the corpse's hand, doesn't seem to notice. The tome appears to be a book of enchantments and wards, filled with diagrams and charts detailing various aspects of the necromantic arts. The book itself is extremely heavy, as awkward as the zombie is. It must be extremely strong. Oh, the zombie is strong, yeah. Examine the corpse again. Yeah, you end up there. It feels like maybe they once wanted you to go up to go down, but it's just because I missed the fact that you could go down immediately. Because why unlock that other door? That seems like useless. Or maybe that door wasn't. I unlocked it when I came down that stairs. So it was always locked. Yeah, you needed that key to get there, probably. He nods. Return to nod, continue. Greetings. Direct me? Thank you. No, this guy doesn't give a shit about me. So this is the exit, I think. So we go. You see a tired-looking man in a black robe. His narrow face is extremely pale, and he doesn't look as if he has been sleeping. His shoulders are slumped, and the flesh sags loosely beneath his bloodshot eyes. He looks so lost in thought, he doesn't even notice you.
Updated my journal.
Greetings. The man turns to face you and makes a slight bow. You suddenly notice that his eyes aren't bloodshot so much as they have a red tinge to them. I'm Soego. How may I help you? I'd like to leave the mortuary. Can you help me? Halfway through your comment, Soego's lips suddenly peel back, revealing a row of dirty, sharp teeth. And he leans in, sniffing you. Why in the hells are you sniffing me? Snap his neck. Your clothes, those robes, they smell of another. They are not yours. Who are you? I only took this robe I could leave in peace. I woke up at one of the preparation rooms upstairs. You're correct, these robes aren't mine, but who belong to is not your concern. Snap his neck. He seems surprised. You woke up on one of the slabs upstairs? Oh no, I misspoke. Yes, I know this is hard to believe, but it's truth. I know he's not, It's because I think he's not a duster, this guy. I think he's a spy or something. Really? You do look like you've been prepared. I don't know how you would have survived such pain. Are you in pain? You look it. How would you have gotten here in the first place? Well, obviously a mistake has been made. Either you were brought here by blood relatives, or the dustman, or... Sogo suddenly hisses as if an unpleasant thought had occurred to him. Or one of the collectors. Oh no, maybe he's a dustman. Yes, collectors. Packs of scavengers that bring bodies of the dead to us. They may have thought you dead. Soeko hisses and his eyes gleam, and they are so copper blind they wouldn't have cared to check before delivering you here. It is fortunate you awoke, or you may have reached a true death before your time. Then there's been a mistake, and I'd like to leave now. Why? Of course. Let me open the front gate to you. All right. That was easy. Okay. There's still some stuff to do here, though. Very well, the front gate is now unlocked, but you cannot re-enter. You say that. If I may ask, are you alright? You look tired. I have recently taken ill, minor fevers, nothing more. Sometimes they make sleep difficult. Anything I could do? No, thanks for your concern. I will endure. Was there something else? You know someone named Farod? Farod, of course I know him. He frowns and his eyes gleam red. A ghoulish man. No respect for the dead, and even less for the living. He's a scavenger, collector. Know where I can find him? I know he resides in the Hive, the slums outside the mortuary, but I do not know exactly where. Some of the other collectors may know, if they'll talk to you. What do collectors do again? Make the living gathering corpse and bring them here. We then make sure the bodies receive proper burial. So if a collector found a body, mine, for example, they might have brought it here and sold it to you. Yes. Suddenly it's extremely important I find this Pharaoh. Do you know where I can find him? I'm missing a journal. I think that's it. Yeah, this is it. This is Dionara. Let's zoom in. Oh, not too much. Seiko is apparently quite a deep character. I don't remember him. Is he? Maybe later he's gonna be more important. Let's talk to her. You see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form before you. According to Dal, she was one of our followers. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long flowing hair, and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly, and her eyes flicker. Wait?
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Another thing that I always remember about this game is when she says, I'll be waiting for you in Death's Hall, my love. My love, do I know you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think. Her voice becomes desperate again. The name Dayanara must evoke some memory within you. I think I feel the stirrings of memory. Tell me more. Perhaps your words shall chase the shadows from my mind. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memory shall return. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. Blessed and cursed, what do you mean? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do not pause and wonder why? I'm still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? Memories aside, and assuming death has rejected me, why is this a curse? I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens when your thoughts and memories. Weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Can you tell me, who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. Oh, okay. Can tell you where I am? Where are you? Why, you are here with me and my love, as in the times when life was something both of us shared. Now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary. There now sounds saddened. It is a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. We said that, right? I need to escape this place. Can you help me? As you're about to ask Diana the question, it catches in your throat. It occurs to you that if you tell her you are looking for an escape route, she may feel you're abandoning her. If you're going to ask her now to leave, you need to be delicate about it. Can you get me to a place of safety? I shall return as soon as I speak to you again. In danger? Diana looks concerned. Of course, my love. I will aid you any way I can. She closes her eyes for a moment, and you watch an ethereal zephyr pass through her body, stirring her air. After a moment, the zephyr dies, and her eyes slowly open. Perhaps there is a way. Yes. I sense that this place holds many doors shrouded from mortal eyes. Perhaps you could use one of these portals as a means of escape. Portals. Portals are holes in existence leading to destinations in the inner and outer planes. If you could find the proper key, you could escape through one of them. Key? Diana pauses for a moment, as if attempting to remember. Portals will reveal themselves when you have the proper key. Unfortunately, these keys can be almost anything. An emotion, a piece of wood, a dagger, a silvered glass, a scrap of cloth, a tune you hum to yourself, a fear that the dustmen are the only ones who would know the keys you could use to leave their halls, my love. So I need to pick up everything and need to keep every single piece of item and never sell them. That's what the game is telling me, which is not really the case. Hey Nix, how's it going? I didn't see you there. I'm so enthralled in this game. It's so good. I'm just gonna finish this, get a peek outside, and probably end the stream. I shall return. All the moment I learned much when I travel with you, my love, and what you have lost I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. What could you possibly say that would be an and what is it your sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold, as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now. And why are you suddenly silent? Has your ranting tired you? What is it? What do you see? I have no interest in visions of the future. I see what lies ahead of you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Tell me. First, I require a promise. Promise you will return, that you will find some means to save me, or join me. I find it hard to believe that a woman I once loved would blackmail promises from me with the promise of revelation. Have you no faith in me? The price of such a promise is too high. Make a vow. I will swear I'll find some means to save you, or join you. Let's do this. Make a vow.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the plains. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer. I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim... Oh no, we talked about this already.
This is what my... You shall meet... You shall come... I know that you must die. While you... I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Yeah, that's the line. And for some reason, I thought that she was saying the line in the intro. Like, the first time I booted this game up, I watched the intro, of course. And when she turns around and walks away, I was like, that's where she says the line, but she didn't say it. And I was like, what? Did they change it? I was sure that they changed it in the enhanced edition. And then I looked up a Let's Play of the old version before the enhanced edition came out. And no, she doesn't say it in the intro. But you hear it multiple times in the game, I'm pretty sure. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. No, I'm fine. Do you know what that spirit was? That specter I was talking to, the woman. You were rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? What did she look like? She was right on top of the beer. Did you see her? No, you just kind of drifted out for a bit there. Just stood there, statue-like. I was like worried you'd been addled on me again. No, I'm fine, I think. Let's move on. Can we talk to her again? We can't? Oh yeah, we can.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Let's say this just for fun. What memories does the name evoke? I'm not certain, but I do feel the stirring of memory. None. I lied. Lie again. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memory shall return. Tell me how I can help you. Oh, okay. Oh, this is different though. I know that you once claimed you love me, and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believe that, never knowing the truth of who you are. You, I cannot. And just speak carefully. The truth is this: you are not one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal. Whoa, 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 whoa. You, I cannot. She suddenly freezes and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this: you are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal. In your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that can bring forth. As Darinar speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles, and in turn giving strength to your bones. Whoa.
Gained an ability.
1000 XP for lying to her? And you know Darinar is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dim spark of life from her body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and entrenches you. Yes, yes, we will be able to. I didn't remember that you needed to lie to her to get that. That's kind of stupid.
I shall wait for you.
I feel stronger.
Hey, we leveled up. Yeah, we got it. I think it's here. Special ability. Raise dead. So we can raise the dead now. I think this is 3 times per day or something. We can do it multiple times.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that a way to get out? This guy's removed. No, this is not to get out. This is something else. Oh man, we already have a shit ton of stuff. That's been request. Did I read this? No. A particular interest is a section regarding guardians. Apparently the dustmen animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as guardians for the mortuary. To make them even deadlier, armoring enchantments are woven into their breastplate. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to the session when the need arises. Interesting. So we need to keep this. Take all of these. We have so many weapons. You can't use any weapons, no. 1-6 crushing, piercing, piercing, piercing. Take that. Now you have a finger. Cleaning rags. Leather straps. Resistant to fire. Baxis, if you are reading this, then you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged. I told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The dustmen may be deluded, but they are not fools, and they will certainly seek retribution for our intrusions. I have lent you some coins. Use them to secure a hiding place in the hive, preferably in Ragpicker Square. The dustmen will be unwilling to look for you there. Once you have secured a new hiding place, I have a new mission for you. Find out where Farad is getting those bodies he's delivering to the mortuary. It's apparently causing the dustmen a great deal of upset. and I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Reports are that the stone-faced dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar, Nishit Emmerich, I think the fool's name is, has been sending out finders to try and mark Farah's movements. So if you can find out how far along he is and hinder his effort until we know more about Farah's activity, I don't want Emmerich finding out something before we do. Pen. Okay. This is probably just to sell. Okay.
I'm gone.
It should have gone more up. It always bugs me because the sigil is like a ring. So what we're seeing is something that goes up. Like I can replay the movies. You know? Like if you look up, you'll see like it wraps around like that. So what you're seeing up there, but imagine if the cutscene would continue and you would look up and you would see this ring, and they could have gone even further where if you look down one side or the other, you would see, because sigil is, because the outer world is like a big plate that goes like that, and with a big like kind of pillar in the middle, and at the top of the pillar, the ring is above. You can find images of it on Google or something. I can even find maybe a good image of it. Planescape. Images or something like that. Oh, Planescape. Or like world. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, it's so small though. What about this? This seems bigger. This is the one I used to see because one of my friends had bought this because Planescape came out and it was fucking huge. Like when the Planescape book, Dungeons and Dragons Planescape book came out, it was huge. It was amazing. It brought like everything about Dungeons and Dragons and the alignment into a world and creatures that existed in the Monsters Companion or whatever now had their own like places that existed in it, and you know, it's crazy. But yeah, the Great Wheel Map. I'll just post it here. Yeah, the manual had this image, which was just, and it may not have been even this, because I remember there was also a zoom in of the middle part there, because in the middle part there's also distinctive like places, or I don't know, it wasn't exactly this image here. It was this, I think. Oh yeah, this is a good image. I think this was it. This is another good one. So right now we're on that ring at the top. So we're on the side there, you know, like there's no fuck gravity. We're on the side there. I don't know if it spins or what. So imagine if instead the cutscene would just go all along the thing, you could see like all up there and maybe just tilt a little bit on the left so you could see down there. Imagine if you could see down the thing. Oh my god. Anyways, the cutscenes in this game are pretty nice. They're too short. It's all about fitting all of this on one CD. How many CDs was there? Give me a second. I have the box here, but the CD's not in it. It's somewhere up here. Oh, it's there. Oh shit. Where the fuck is it? Is it still in the box? Is it right? Oh no, it's here. Be careful, it's the Tower of Doom.
Oh, come on, let's shake a leg. Well, I mean, you shake a leg.
Oh, okay, no, way more. It's actually
What's the
4
holdup?
CDs. It's actually 4 CDs. Of course, it's 4. Baldur's Gate was 6? Yeah, Baldur's Gate was 6. Still, it feels like they wanted to cut down. Like, Baldur's Gate was 6 CDs and this is 4 CDs, and this came out a bunch of years afterwards.
You shake a leg.
So I always get out here. This is always the way I got out. But it feels like you could have just walked out.
I feel stronger.
Walked out by that door that that Dustman opened up. Okay, let's finish talking to these people here.
Hello.
I don't think you have anything to say. This reanimated male corpse has a number 1041. That's fine. Leave him in peace. And then we wrap around. That means that we did everything except the middle part. Let's just back up. So I never exited from the front door. Oh yeah, I remember you guys. I never exited by this door. I guess it's the same, but if you do that, you still can't get back in. And you miss... Oh no, you don't, because you just can go back there. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, just look left. Just look left a little bit. It would have been awesome. The sense of awe, of like, whoa, you know?
All right.
Yeah, you can just go back in that little alcove or building that we were in. I don't know which one it is, but it's somewhere around here. This map is pretty big. Yeah, I think it's this place here, yeah. Can we open this? Yeah, so we can just look at the stuff that's here. No, that's not it.
All right.
It is around here. Is it not?
I feel stronger.
No, we're in the Hive now, which is a different part of the place, I think. Right? This is not where we were.
I'm gone.
Was it? Okay, this is the entrance. So we cannot enter. No, the door has been sealed. But yeah, I'd rather load
I
this.
feel stronger.
So do we need to do something here? I guess we need to give us a point in something here. No? Level up. Saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, 1 characteristic points gained, 10 hit points gain. We're gonna get bonuses on all these things, so I don't know. Maybe intelligence? Wisdom. Probably wisdom, or don't do it. And just think about it and do it at the beginning of next stream. Let's reload this. Just finish exploring this map. I feel I need to talk to these guys, even though I already know them.
Hello, my beautiful grave angel.
Yeah, this is a great game. We're gonna continue this on Friday. And tomorrow, more Fallout 2. Before your giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor, the armor has been bolted into skeleton frame into a series of elaborate symbols. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hand looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. Mind if I hold the blade for a second? You must be getting tired of holding it. The skeleton looks too long dead to answer any question. Examine the skeleton carefully. Try and pry the skeleton blade from his hand. Try and pry the bolts. How about this skeleton, Mort? Will it do as a body? Is that a yes or... Oh, sorry. Mort floats up to the head of the skeleton, stares at it, then floats back. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think this'll do. Okay, give me a second to pry the head out this thing. As you're about to do so, you suddenly stop and your eyes are drawn to skeleton armor. Something about the symbol engraved on its breastplate makes you pause. If the skeletons are guardian, then disturbing them may awaken them. Let's do a save here, just in case. Try and pry the skeleton. Let's try this. As you are about to do so, you suddenly stop. That's a risk. As you touch the skeleton, an iron bell starts tolling. Oh, okay. Reload.
I feel stronger.
Examine the armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbols engraved on the breastplate seem to flow in the fiery lights, shifting slightly whenever you try to focus on them. Study the symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that run up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking pattern of runes reminds you of chains, and with that thought, you suddenly recall that these runes are some sort of warning enchantment. Study the runes and try to recall the enchantment. You study the pattern of runes as they weave their way across the breastplate. On its most basic level, the runes are a lesser armoring enchantment, but several skull-shaped runes and spherical tracings along the edge of the armor make you suspect several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Touching the skeleton will most likely cause it to awaken and defend itself. See if you can dispel the enchantment somehow. Ooh. You suspect that marrying the rune pattern along the breastplate could unravel the enchantments, but it looks difficult. The pattern is complicated, and scratching out the wrong portion could cause the skeleton to animate. Compare the pattern to the enchantment in the Tome of Bone and Ash. See if you can determine how they can be broken. Mar the runes, maintaining the armoring enchantment first, then necromanting, then the warding. Mar the rune. Okay. Let's do this. From what you can make out from the tome, it seems the armoring enchantment applies only to the breastplate. The necromantic enchantment allows the skeleton to be raised, but it's warding enchantment that gives the skeleton its limited awareness of its surrounding. You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's ward, it would interpret it as an attack, unless you blinded it to your presence first. Let's save for doing this. This seems like the right one, but it says You'd guess that if you were to mar the skeleton's ward, even one of these start with mar, so I know what mar means. What about the bolt here? Let me save again. Okay, no, probably not. Wow. Let's do this just in case. Let's do this one. The work is difficult and nerve-wracking at first, but slowly your mind begins to focus, and the runes begin to unravel beneath your attack. Within minutes, the giant skeleton has been stripped of the enchantment blinding it. Collapse. The impossible. Ooh, 800 XP. You wait for a moment, but no one responds to the sound. Moving quickly, you sift through the skeleton's parts on the floor. Most of it is too heavy or too old to be useful, but you discover a piece of the skeleton breastplate, with the majority of one of the broken enchantment engraved on it. You have a feeling that it could prove useful. I'll just take this.
Looks like my skills have increased.
Nice, leveled up also.
Done.
Your level up might be more straightforward. Yeah, that's it. Saving throws, fighting skill. He's a fighter.
I'm gone.
Can we do this to all of them? The spell. 800 XP for each of them.
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
Okay. Rune of Lesser Warding. Nice. 44 pounds already. The tome is quite heavy, but I want it on me, right? Oh, this is heavy as fuck. So I just use them like here, but only for mages. That's why it's red. I can't use it right now. Oh,
I'm gone.
This? Ooh. Man, there's so much stuff. Another one of these earrings. Another easy XP. Wow. Oh, I can see really the next level. It's probably 16,000. It usually doubles. So it'll be a while.
Can't run while I'm carrying all this.
Ah, you're right. You still have another one of these. Oh, you're good.
All right.
Another 800 XP. That's way too easy XP at the beginning of the game. And once you've done one, of course you're gonna do all the others.
Can't run while I'm carrying
so
all
it's
this.
13,
Can't run
32,
while I'm carrying all this.
3200 XP just by doing
All right.
almost nothing. You probably need a basic intelligence, like a minimum intelligence, to be able to do that. Okay, so now we're actually gonna end the stream. Is that the only way out? No, there's two way outs actually. There's the exit like the door, but there's a portal here. This is always the way I exited. I didn't even remember if I knew that you could get out here. You need to talk to Soego and actually tell him the truth about who you are, and he'll just show you the way out. He's very friendly. You may need a minimum of charisma. I never started the game with so much charisma and intelligence, because my stats are weird, but they're basically intelligent, wisdom, charisma build. I'm gonna play a mage, and probably my level up will be +1 intelligence or something like that. And maybe I'm gonna invest a little bit in strength just to be able to carry more, because 50, oh my god, 50 is exactly what I have right now. I guess these are pretty heavy. This one's pretty heavy. It's crazy. Wait, I had 2 of those. I picked up a second one. Where's the second one? What? Oh no, it's... So in this game, if you pick up a new item, instead of the new item will be on the floor, it's the opposite. It'll take one of your items, put it on the ground, and give you like this item. Oh, we have Rune of Armor, Rune of Lesser Warding, and Rune of Greater Warding, which are all different. I did remember that you could do that, but like I said, my second playthrough, I played as a fighter, and I was frustrated a lot in the game because a lot of the things that I was able to do in my first playthrough, I wasn't able to do it in my second, and a lot of those things were just things like that, talking to people, dialogue options. I was very frustrated about that fact, and I couldn't get. I don't think I could. I think the only way I was able to deal with the Dustmen was to break their neck, and I was like, no, I don't want to break their neck. And these armors, I wasn't able to just crumble them like I remembered I was able to do the first time. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. Can I erase all this? What? There's a fucking thing there, but I actually cannot delete anything. Oh, okay. I can just... Okay. If you type nothing, it's... Okay. And... Stream. There you go. So we progressed a lot, leveled up all our characters, got the Raised Dead ability, we have a shit ton of items, and you can bet your ass that if I wouldn't have started the stream with 16, 16, 16, I would not have all these things in there. I'm pretty sure. Or all this XP. That's crazy, the XP they gave me. Time for Wizardry 6. Well, we're done with this 11:40. Oh my god, it's so late. Yeah, let's go raid. I can't raid Moody. It's just, it would be weird, right? Would it be? Fuck it, let's raid him. Let's raid him.
Seamus and I partnered up with Advil to help optimize your PC game settings to help prevent headaches and let you play your favorite games at your best.
There you go. So tomorrow, Fallout 2, followed by Doom 2, which I realized yesterday after the stream, or at the end of the stream, that while I was raiding, while I was talking to the person I raided, that it wasn't the last level. There is 9 missions, and mission 8 is just kicking my... Well, it's not kicking my ass, but it's so painful and long and arduous that I might cheat my way through that, and I might cheat my way through the mission 9. I will start mission 9 and try to make it work, but I might cheat my way a little bit. I don't know, give me more money or something like that. Maybe not invincibility. And I will definitely... I'd like tomorrow to start Ordos. Like, I'm done with 3Ds. I'd like to start Ordos on easy difficulty, and I just hope that it's not too hard on easy. I'm sure the difficulty will not be that different, but I hope it is. But that will mean that the first like 6 missions maybe will be super easy, like extremely easy. I don't know. Maybe it was the only the Atreides are very easy to start. You can't make 9 missions and make half of your missions tutorial mission with no real challenge. And Command & Conquer did the same. Again, cut the fucking raid. Anyways, we raided now, so if you're still here, thank you. But let's join Moody Mystery. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Ciao.